All praises, honor, and glory be to the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Shalom, family, this is your brother Prince Malachi, Sons of Jacob Tulsa. We back with a quick exhortation. And the topic of today is being a faithful servant. So I'm going to start with the book of John, chapter 10, and verse 14. No. I'm going to start at verse 11. I am the good servant. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. So look, the good shepherd, he gonna give his life for the sheep. I know the context, Yahushua, but we finna get what we get out of it. We finna go into being a faithful servant. Me and my brother, Soldier Zion, we were speaking about the account where David slew the lion and the bear in the wilderness. It got to the point to where I'm like, David was a faithful servant. He cared for the sheep. He knew, we were speaking about being a faithful servant, right? That's how this came about. But the point of it is, David was a faithful servant. He was faithful over the flock. He was a man that was known for being diligent in business. And I pointed to the fact that, hey, David, he started small. He was faithful over a little. He was an errand boy at first. They used to send David on skits like, hey, man, go do that, man, go do this. But through these things, right, just through understanding, you know what I'm saying? They don't say this plain upon tables in the scriptures, but through discernment, through these small tasks, you know, he was sent, he became a man that was diligent in his business. That is, can be found in the scriptures. King David was found in the scriptures, but he started small. He was faithful over a little. And now the account with where he slew the lion, that's just another example of him being a faithful servant, a man that's diligent. It says a hireling would have fled. He don't care. He only in this walk. Well, I ain't gonna say, but equate this to your walk in the truth, though. That's what I'm getting at, ultimately. A hireling, he don't really care about the work. He don't really care about the sheep. It's not really his farm. He kind of just here to kind of get some money, get some food, get what he can get out of it, whatever he came here for. That's why he here. But if a lion come out of the cut, no, I'm out, bro. We ain't doing all that. But a good servant, a faithful servant, hey, the good shepherd, he gonna give his life for the sheep. David got down. He got down with the lion over his father's sheep because he's a faithful servant. That's Yahushua laid his life down for us. That's the example we're supposed to be following. Yahushua is faithful over us. We're supposed to be faithful over each other. We're supposed to be faithful over this ministry. That's what I'm getting at, right? If you in it for your own reasons, you're not going to do that, though. If you only care for the things that please you, you're not going to do that. You're a hireling, right? You're not in it for the right reasons. Let me get what is it? Second Timothy 2. 13. So yeah. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushua. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. So if the ministry is not being committed to faithful men, what's going to happen? Hey, the whole movement is going to die off. The movement is going to be destroyed. Niggas is going to let, excuse my language, hey, brothers is going to let all type of manner of doctrines come in. Brothers ain't doing their due diligence in this area. Hey, they letting the widows go hungry. They not feeding the poor. They not building brothers and sisters up. You can't be a sluggard in the walk. You got to be hands-on in the walk, man. You got to put your brick in the walk. You got to be diligent. You got to be a faithful servant. You should want to be the go-to guy, man. You should be that dependable. I mean, I meant to say, hey, you should be the guy people who know they can depend on. That's what I meant to say. It's like, you should be the guy people know they can depend on, just based off your works. I know this guy is faithful. He gonna get the job done. I can trust him. I can leave it up to him. because you're not a sluggard. You're diligent. You're faithful. That's how you got to be in this ministry, right? You got to be a faithful man. Thou therefore endure. So I'm about to transition more so into just being diligent and not slothful. But it says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. If you know anything about a soldier, the life of a soldier is very diligent and militant and disciplined and rigid. There's no room for, not being disciplined. Soldiers got to wake up at a very early every day. They got to exercise vigorously every day. Their diet is already structured out. Everything, you ain't never met a lazy soldier. Being lazy will get you killed, man. Soldiers, what's the word? Soldiers are some of the most hardworking men on earth. That's one of the, what's the word? It's one of the most rigorous jobs you can do. Being a soldier is a job. It's a task. It's an employment. When you're a soldier, you're entrusted with work, and you got to fulfill tasks. I know people glorify it, and at the end of the day, that's why when soldiers, they kill people, they fight for their country, whatever the case may be. You ask them, they say, "Hey, man, I was just doing my job. I was just being of service to my country. I was just following orders." These men are disciplined. They putting in the work. They doing what's necessary, and people's lives are on the line. They have to get the job done. That's the same spirit you should be moving in when it comes to this truth. I'm not saying go harm nobody, but I'm saying be faithful. Get the job done. Be disciplined. Take it serious like your life depends on it, because it does. And not only yours, the brothers who are coming up underneath you, the sisters who are coming up underneath you. You got to set that example. You got to be that faithful man. You got to be growing up to become that next pillar in the Israelite community. You got to be a faithful man, so that you got to be diligent, so the work can continue on, so we can finish the work. You can't be some guy who kind of just passing the time and bullshitting around, man. Excuse my language, but hey, brothers is bullshitting around. You can't do that. You gotta be a good soldier of Yahushua. No man that warreth, in verse 4, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. You can't be wrapped up in other things like that. You can't be, your heart can't be in other places. That'll get you smoked on the battlefield. Your mind gotta be on the work. How can you finish the labor? That's what we doing, man. You gotta be diligent in the faith. The Lord then handed us to this and told us to look after it through the Spirit. That's what we have to do. There's brothers and sisters that need to be taught. They need to be instructed. There's people that need help. It's all type of work that need to be done in the ministry. And we need faithful men and women to do it. That's what I'm getting at. Salakia for being long-winded. Let's get some of these. The book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 5. The thoughts of the diligent, that ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I wanted for real. There we go. Proverbs 10 and 26. As vinegar to the teeth and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. So like vinegar on your teeth is unpleasant. Smoke getting in your eye is unpleasant. Hey, you're unpleasant when you're being a sluggard. It's like smoke in the eyes to the Lord. The Lord sent you to be a man of the Lord, to bring forth fruit in this ministry. And when you be a sluggard, it's like putting smoke in the Lord's eyes. You're aggravating the Lord. You're vexing the Lord. You're frustrating the Lord. You're putting smoke in his eyes because you're being a sluggard. You're supposed to be putting in the work. You're supposed to be being diligent. You're supposed to be caring for the flock. supposed to be putting your brick in. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. Whatsoever you do, put forth your might. When it comes to this ministry, put forth your might. Don't, and my pops used to tell me, stop half doing stuff. Stop half doing stuff. Don't half do it, man. Go all in, man. Put the work in if you're going to put the work in. Don't just do it just to do it. Do it. If you're going to do it right. Put some umph on it, man. Put some soul in it. Put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, man. If you understand that proverb. Put some blood, sweat, and tears into it. Put some elbow grease in it. When you doing the work, and whatever you're doing, do it with your might. Not only because, for it's various reasons you want to do that. You want to glorify the Most High. You want to be a diligent man or woman because diligence is wisdom. And wisdom pleases the Most High. If you're diligent, it opens up doors for blessings. But when you're slothful, you're going to be under tribute. You're gonna be met with curses and vexations because you're being lazy and not diligent. You're going to lose things that the Lord, you're just going to miss out on a lot of blessings because you're not being diligent. When you use wisdom, when you operate in diligence, when you operate in, all of the things wisdom teaches you, that opens the door for blessings in your life. When you operate in wisdom, when you operate in the things wisdom teaches you, it opens the doors for blessings in your life. So whatsoever your hand findeth to do, do it with your might. Glorify the Most High, and let the blessings come in, man. I may or may not got one more. Prepared a few. We touched on that. Yeah, let's get this one. This is nice, y'all, right here. So like you for being long-winded. I ain't plan on coming here for this long. So the water for everybody that bear with me. The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 25. Unto the Lord that is Salakia, unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service, and he that hath knowledge will not grudge when he is reformed. So what we want to get is the first part of this. Unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service. If you are a wise servant, you can have free men doing service to you. And they not going, what's the word? They're not going to resent it. If you're a wise servant, if you're moving in the right spirit, if you're moving in the spirit of wisdom, you're going to have people who are not even in servitude wanting to help you. You know what I mean? They just want to be a part of what you got going because you're just a great guy. But you got to use wisdom. You can't be a sluggard. Nobody want to deal with a sluggard. It don't matter if you're white, black, brown, yellow. It don't matter if you're an Israelite, bro. If you're a sluggard, nobody want to fool with you, bro. That nigga lazy. I'm not dealing with him, man. I'm not finna help that guy out. I'm not finna give him no extra opportunity. If I got an extra opportunity for somebody to make some money, I'm gonna go find somebody who's diligent. Not finding the guy that's lazy and like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this to him. He gonna do right with it. Not giving it to him, bro. So how much more the Lord with these blessings, these opportunities for growth? You're not even in position to receive them, bro, because you're out of alignment with wisdom. You're not being diligent, bro. Get in line with wisdom. Move in the spirit of diligence, and these things can come to you. You can receive help that you wasn't even looking for. You can receive blessings that you didn't even know was coming. But you got to walk in the spirit. So with that, man, be faithful over the ministry. Whatever the Lord have committed unto you, be faithful over it. If you got a job, be faithful over it. You know, If you and your boss don't get along, I don't care if he's an Edomite or a Moabite or an Ammonite. These people that's in these positions, they running a business. Y'all probably don't get along because you're not as good as a worker as you think, or you're not moving in as much wisdom as you think. You might be up there taking things personal that's not personal. You know, your eye's not on the prize. You up there to get money. They up there trying to run a business. Use wisdom. Don't come in here doing this, doing that, and use wisdom. Keep your eye on the prize. Go in there, make your money. Do what's required of you. Go home. Be faithful over your job. Be faithful over your business, and the Lord can bless you with more. But if the Lord blesses you with this, and you're not faithful over that, why would he give you more? That ain't even how the Lord get down. Speak about this in the parable about the talents. Hey, he said, I gave this man this many talents. He went, he did good with it. He multiplied the talents. I gave this man this number of talents. He went, he multiplied the talents. And he called both of these men good and faithful servants. Because what? He gave them something and they were faithful over it. They were diligent about it. But what? The one who he gave the one talent to, and he didn't do nothing with it. He hid it in the earth. He was idle. He didn't multiply the Lord's talents. He wasn't diligent over the Lord's talents. He didn't take care for him. He didn't care about the Lord's business or what the Lord wanted to do. That man, he took even what he had. So if you're not faithful, that should teach you. If you're not faithful over what the Lord has given you, he's going to take it away from you. And you don't want to end up in that position because you're going to be cooked. Be faithful over what the Lord has given you, whether it be a wife, a job, a car, a house, children, brothers, sisters, work in this ministry. You need to be faithful. You can be a faithful servant. That's what we instructed to be. All right. I'm out, y'all. All praise, honor, and glory be to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaMashiach, Yahweh Shai. It's me, your brother Prince Malachi, sons of Jacob Tulsa. Peace and blessings, family. Shalom.